Good morning and welcome to the video for April the 2nd for 3rd grade, covering the work from April the 1st. Apologies for a bit of an April Fool's Day joke. I've been very good about making sure the videos post by 8 a.m. and the videos for April the 1st did not post at 8 a.m. because I was up very late working with the middle grade teachers on getting stuff situated for Google Classroom so that we can all start using the same classroom next week. And so I forgot to post the videos. So apologies for those getting out about a half an hour or so late this morning as I'm recording it. So let's go ahead and take a look at our problems for today. We were working with patterns, so we're kind of using number sense and logic to figure out what we need to do to answer the questions. So number one, go away. Number one, what is the rule of the pattern? We're going from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7, so we are adding 2 each time. And if we continue doing that, we will go from 7 up to 9 circles for the next set. Number 4, we are going from 9 to 12, which is counting up by 3, then to 15, which is also counting up by 3, and we continue that pattern. So we are adding 3 each time we change terms in our pattern. Number 5, Jess multiplied 2 even numbers. What product could be the result? So any number times an even number has to be an even number. So if I did 2 times 5, I get 10, which is an even number. If I do 2 times 2, I get 4, which is an even number. So our only even number out of these 4 options would be letter D, 30. Number 3, which correctly describes the number of circles in a set. And so we're kind of going back to what we were talking about before. All of the numbers would be odd numbers because we are starting with an odd number. We're counting up 2, which means we will go to our next odd number. And number 6, Nate multiplied 2 numbers and got a product that was an odd number. What shows what kind of numbers Nate multiplied? So if I do even times even, I get even. If I do even times odd, I get even. If I do odd times odd, this is the only time I'm going to get an odd number. So for instance, 3 times 5 would give me 15. 15 ends in a 5, which means it is an odd number. Number 7, which statement correctly describes the pattern? So we are going to have odd numbers, so that goes with letter C, which means we're not using letter A. We are actually getting larger, so we're not subtracting. The rule is not add 9, it is add 8. So 1 plus 8 would get us to 9, 9 plus 8 would get us to 17. And then the pattern for the tens digits would not be this. The pattern for the ones place would be this. We would go from 1 to 9 to 7 to 5 to 3, and then it repeats. But that's not in the tens place, that's in the ones place. So we're only going to pick letter C and letter F for that. Number 8, find a rule for each pattern. Going from 10 back to 8, back to 6, back to 4, back to 2 would be subtract 2. Sorry, I forgot to type these in. This one would be add 10. This one would be add 4. And then this one would be subtract 3. And our last problem that we did for today, what is the next number in this pattern? We go from 25, back 4 to 21, then back another 4 to 17, then back to 13, then back to 9, and this one would be 5. Actually, I guess I could do this. Use the highlighter tool to help us out there. So those are the problems for today. Those of you that are in Google Classroom, great. If not, I'm going to be sending out an email today to make sure that everybody can get joined to the Google Classroom that Mrs. Woody is hosting, and all of the middle grade teachers will be using that starting on Monday. That way you can kind of see assignments, and kind of that will help us keep track of everything a little bit more easily. So we're going to try that. For math, I'm still going to be sending home a packet of paperwork So you could take a picture and upload the picture of having that completed, or just when it's time to turn work in if you want to run by the school. So we're kind of giving you a analog option with the paper and a digital option using Google Classroom to find everything and be able to access everything more easily. So hopefully that will be helpful for everyone. I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you. I did look at the Google Hangouts thing. So the way that would work is you will need to know your Risen Christ login. So your Gmail account for school that you would use to log into the computers, you need to know the username and password for that. And then I can send out a schedule of, say, 1 hour out of a day. I will be signed in and I will do a call with everyone. Whoever decides that they're available and wants to join in on the call can come hang out for an hour. So that is in the works. So I will also be working on a schedule for how I'll be doing that, kind of like office hours. If you want to ask questions or just chat and catch up with other students or me, that will be an option that we'll be doing very soon. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.